mean, I fear I'm about to be struck by lightning, but, Michael Heseltine, when you think back, what he did for Merseyside, if you go to the docks area there, there will be those people who will say that was his idea right from the get-go, and it's made a big difference.
No, I hear what you're saying, and I agree with that, but you won't get many people in Liverpool thanking him for it. The Conservative is a dirty word in Liverpool, and very much a lot of distrust with the Tories in Liverpool. And how we, as how the Conservatives as a party overcome that, I don't know, but it's a tough one. So, I mean, there's many areas that are very strongly Labour across the northwest. I mean, you've got central Manchester, for instance. They've not had a Conservative council there for 30 years. It's an impossible area for the Conservatives. How do they make inroads into areas like that? And I don't think the situation now with the party, I think the party's damaged considerably. So moving forward makes it even harder.
Stephen, do the culture wars, how much do the culture wars mean for Red Wall seats? I asked that because right at the beginning of this process, I remember interviewing Rod Liddle, who said, this is about the culture wars. It's about the fact in seats like Lee, you've got a lot of people who would consider themselves traditional Labour voters. They like a lot of the economic stuff from Labour. What they hate is the Harriet Harman stuff, the identity politics, the diversity agenda, etc., etc. They like Labour as it was 30 years ago, not as it is today.
Well, I think the working class areas, if you're talking about that, have been quite open-minded to the whole thing, and they've gone on the journey with Boris because it was at that time, about getting Brexit done. Obviously, this levelling up bit and bringing money into the area was a big thing about that as well. But you've got areas in Manchester where there's very affluent areas, who we would call the Champagne Socialists, who will never, ever subscribe to the ideas of Conservatives and continue to vote Labour. So that makes it even more difficult. And in the meantime, the working classes in these areas are being forgotten about or being used as political footballs.